Well, it's November the 16th, I think, today. Sun's so low now in the autumn, and the clocks went back a few weeks ago, so we've got to make the most of the daylight hours. I did a bit of pruning, clearing up in the garden yesterday, and let's have a look, see what's kind of still out. We've got some cyclamen there, and there was cyclamen in the middle of the table, along with some herbs, some thyme and some pak choi and some mixed leaves. I like to keep a pot on the go just to grab a few things for cooking. I just love the way the backlit leaves just seem to glow. Plenty of berries on the myrtle. I've cut quite a few off because it gets so heavy with rain this time of year. More cyclamen in the border. Some hellebores. Because we haven't had a first frost yet, we've still got things going like the dahlia behind me. Just the one. And various tender things still haven't been struck down by the frosts. Some haven't even lost their leaves yet, like this ginkgo biloba. And yet the mulberry, which is normally last to get its leaves, is leafing out again. Very confused, the seasons, aren't they, recently? I mean, we've even got some strawberries in there, which the blackbirds will be very welcome to. I've been doing a bit of filming in the garden of my wildlife. I say that as I live on a housing estate surrounded by lots of houses. As you can see, if I do a quick twirl, there's mine. And I have grown a lot of shrubs and trees to give me a bit of a sort of 3D effect. I mean, look at this fuchsia still out. One thing I've been really pleased with this year is this Cobaea pringlei. It took its time in flowering. I think it was possibly a bit too dry and hot for it in the summer. Eventually, the very end of October, beginning of November, we got some flowers. I just love it. That's the leaves turning on the cherry. This is the wider end of the garden, the natural pond. Pear tree. I like to feed the birds in this area. I've shut the greenhouse now. Unfortunately, I broke the zip, so time for a new cover. In fact, time for a new greenhouse. The poles have had it too. These in this corner, we've got Eucryphia philadelphus, the quince. I had to move that because it just kept falling over with the wind. Ogni, the Chilean guava, with the most delicious little fruit on. They just taste like sweets, like pick and mix sweets, really. The variegated philadelphus, Elaeagnus. I think this is umbellata, one I bought for my attempt at a food forest. And look at this, still got petunias out. Quite incredible, really, for mid-November. artichoke looks like it might make a show next year. Some faded old roses. The Bomaraya still got seeds on there. I must save those. There's a sparrow just flown in for some food. Some over there. In here we've got an apple tree, a damson, the back, a red fleshed apple, some gooseberries, black currants, ground cover of strawberries. This is a sorbus parvifructa. Just love those pink and white berries. This is where I feed the hedgehog most nights. Don't want to make him too reliant on me, but want to fatten him up for his hibernation, wherever that is. The last of the leaves on the Cotinus cogigria. Such a lovely colour this time of year, really orange. This is the Viburnum plicatum, still flowering its socks off. And I've noticed just in 2 weeks, not one single berry left on the Calicarpa. This is Camellia sinensis, the tea bush, the kind you find in your cups of tea. At the back you can just see there's a much bigger flower there. If I can get it in focus. We've even got Daphne out, which is a winter shrub. Lovely scented Daphne. And the leaves of the fig, really quite luminous as well as they change colour. Osteospermum, Sorbaria, and I'm pleased to see buds coming on the apricot. Of the peppercorns on the Szechuan pepper. Lovely bright red ones now. Medlars on the tree. I think I'll leave those on a bit longer. Probably leave them on the tree till they go soft enough to eat. Well, that's it today. From my garden in November.